Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. I'm here to bring you Data Live Episode 6 review. This one was very quirky, if there's such a name to call this one. Um, Very, funny episode. Nothing really happened. It was like one of those episodes where, they go to the hot spring, that whole bit. And there was also a scene at the end of this episode, and this was called Hot Springs of Love, name of the episode, um, where we see this girl who's part of the, and I finally got the name right, AST, the ST force, who is responsible for attacking the spirits and everything. Along with them, Shido, Tohka, and Yoshino decide to go on to a hot spring. They want to go to the hot spring. And it's kind of a weird thing. He asks his sister, the commander, to go as well, and she's like, she wants to go, and her subordinates say, go, have fun with your brother and everything, and all that bit. But she doesn't want to, and she punishes the guy to go dig a hole or something. It was very weird. And pretty much what happens is, this episode was very quirky. It was very funny and weird. Because it was one of those episodes where just slapstick nonsense going on. But we have a scene after that when we have with his sister, the commander. And it's origami, and she's talking to Shido on the phone, and he's talking about giving her back, or him giving her back, a book that he borrowed. And the whole time you hear Tohka in the background, and she has this drink in her hand, and she crushes it. And I'm like, oh god, she's jealous. And pretty much that's what happened there. And basically, while they're going to a hot spring, the AST is also trying to go to the hot spring. So, they go to the hot spring, and it's just a bunch of events that happen that just make it so quirky. Like, they're in the car on their way to the hot spring, and Tohka wants Shido to rub her head, like, ooh, kind of thing, because she did it to Yoshino. But she couldn't because she wasn't near him, and then she just starts banging on the floor of the van, and just destroys the whole ground underneath the van. And I'm like, and that obviously delays the AST because they're traveling by train, and they get stopped, and just the whole fucking episode is just littered with crazy hijinks with the AST and Shido's sister's organization. It was just littered with hijinks, and they actually destroyed the whole fucking town. I was like, damn, that's too much. It was too fucking much. And what ends on happening is they I forgot what happened. Yeah, they this is a bunch of hijinks. This is a scene where Yoshino loses her Yoshino, the rabbit, and she's like, she's crying, and everything freezes. I was like, damn. And then Shido obviously leaves, and he sees that the AST has destroyed like half the town, and he gets to a part where there's also a scene with his sister meeting up with him later on, and she wants to go to the hot spring, but she can't. She eventually goes later on, but yeah. And he goes and he finds the rabbit Yoshino, and is about to bring it back to Yoshino. But what happens is, the entire time this was going on, the organization, Shido's sister's organization, was trying to stop the AST. And what ended up happening was they dropped this freaking pumpkin that's disguised as a bomb on top of him, and Origami's there, and she realizes he's there. Yoshido's right there, and he's gonna get flattened. Tries to go after him, and there's a big explosion, and we find out that Tohka was there, and she saved him. And it's still to this day, Origami still has negative thoughts towards the spirits, and she's still trying to kill Tohka, even though her powers are sealed. Go figure. And she just disappears, and after that, the AST and Shido eventually get to the hot springs. They're having a good time. This is one scene with the AST. They get frozen because Yoshino's head, the rabbit's head, comes off, and she freezes everything. And then later on, they go to a different hot spring. And that's pretty much what happened in this episode, except for the ending part. There was an extra scene with this girl wearing this new armor kind of thing. And that's pretty much what happened in this episode. So this was a kind of episode. I'd give this a 3.5. Nothing really happening. It was just a hot spring episode. That's pretty much what it was. And there were certain instances that were very itchy too. So that's another reason I give this a 3.5. But it was good. It was alright. It was, I think with the next episode or the one after it, we're probably going to get the thing with the next spirit that Shido is going to have to, deal with. And this one is going to be a little different. I believe it's going to be called Nightmare. This is the girl with like the goth kind of outfit that's red and black, with a red eye and a yellow eye that's in the shape of with a clock. That's going to probably be her. I don't know if it's going to be the next week's episode. It might be the one after. We have to wait and see how that, comes to fruition. But yeah, and that's pretty much what happened. It was a good episode. It was just, it's a hot spring episode. So 3.5. 3.5. But this show is good. It's just, we got to see more of the action. More of the action. But yeah, I think once the Nightmare Spirit, supposedly, that is probably coming soon, shows up, it's going to get really good. It might happen. I don't think it's going to happen all in one episode. Like, he meets her and saves her and everything. Shido, he's not going to, see the Nightmare Girl, that spirit. And I think it's going to be like several episodes. Might be 2 or 3 episodes. Because this was episode 6. So, we might get it like episode 8. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it, people. Nothing really happened in this episode, like I said. Hot spring. We always got to have a hot spring. It's always got to be a hot spring episode or a swimsuit episode. Something along those lines. So yeah. This is Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. I guess I'll try to sneak in a Gargantia. Go watch it and sneak it in there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, weird. No? I'll see you guys later.